is a solid example of why some men choose to not approach women anymore.
Okay, if you're ugly, don't compliment me. Like, the 1 out of 10 complimenting someone literally means nothing. Of course you think someone's good looking. Like, bro, like, if you're good looking and then you compliment me, then it's a compliment.
Hey, look, I don't know who need to hear this, but the same energy and speed that you got when your homeboy call you to hop on a game, twin, that's the same energy you need to have when that girl asks you to do something for her. If she ain't need you, she wouldn't ask you for it. So my thing is, like, if you know, all right, she gonna hold this down, hold that down. When she do ask you, because she probably don't ask you much, she really need it. Just send her to help her out with it if you really like her. That's all I'm saying, twin.
Often a man's ego stands between him and the woman he loves. His true self longs to be fully committed, to be fully present, yet his ego is at war with her. To his soul, she is liberation. To his ego, she is the greatest enemy, the greatest threat. The awakened feminine exposes the ego, and if he is not conscious, then he will resist her instead of truly meeting her. Once he stops treating her as the enemy, as a threat, and starts to see the gift behind her mirroring, that is when an entirely new depth of intimacy and connection emerges.
Be careful with a woman who has learned to do everything on her own. She won't ask you for anything, but she'll quietly resent you for not showing up because she's tired of being the strong one. She'll say, I'm good, while she's drowning because depending on someone feels foreign. Her independence is real, but it's also a trauma response because she learned no one was coming to save her. And yes, she's soft, but not just for anyone. And if you make her question her safety once, she'll shut down. She moves like a man in survival mode. And that combination, it will break you if you don't understand her. She's not bitter, she's just exhausted. Exhausted from pouring into people who only take. She doesn't want perfection, just effort. She watches actions, not words, because promises mean nothing without follow-through. If you can't show up with consistency, don't show up at all. She's not hard to love, she's hard to fool. So if you get a chance to love her, don't play with it. Because once she lets go, there's no going back.
And once again, you have to understand that these modern women really need to take a closer look at the company they keep. You might even, in some of these situations, have the woman and the man doing fantastic. They're doing great, vibing, everything is clicking like it's supposed to. But then she might put in the group chat, I'm so happy, he's taking me here, this, we're going there, he's paying for this. And then somebody in the group chat with their miserable behind is going to find a reason not to like him. And here you are, once again, back at square one, because these modern women, they love you as a friend, but they cannot be happy for you. I can't do it. It's against my code. It's against who I am. So I'm going to actively work to destroy your life. That's how modern women think.
See, a lot of men think they want feminine women, but they don't understand that femininity leans on masculinity. And I think it's really important also just to give this disclaimer. All of us have both, right?
Yeah,
The most masculine man still has 10 to 20% femininity. The most feminine women still has 10 to 20% masculinity. It is necessary because there are traits that we need inside of compassion, inside of nature, inside of achievement. There's things that we need from both. So we all have both. I don't want to weaponize either. And if a man is more feminine, that's not wrong. It's not bad. It's just truth. The problem is people start weaponizing it, right? And oh, you're a feminine man. And then a man thinks they're saying I'm a girl. No, femininity is an energy and an essence. It is not a gender.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
A man cannot truly love a woman who fails to respect him, because respect is the foundation of how men form deep connections. For many men, feeling respected simply means being heard, valued, and considered. And without it, love slowly starts to suffer. Pride, dismissiveness, or the habit of not listening can push even a good man away, often without you even noticing it. When you speak down about him, resentment begins to build, and once respect starts to disappear, love gradually grows weaker over time.
And a lot of modern women, and this is what men are noticing, a lot of modern women are wasting. They're wasting a man's time, right? Oh, I I just had this to do, and I wanted to go over here, and I wanted to say this and do that and be all over the place. You have the right to do whatever you want to do. However, you need to leave the man alone. Just leave him alone. Go about your day. Don't be trying to say, oh, I really like you. Maybe we can make something work. Take me out to dinner and we'll see. And knowing that man really likes you, he'll take you out to dinner. I just still ain't feeling it. But pay that bill though. Oh, I still ain't feeling it, but send me an Uber. I don't know if I'm feeling it, but you can DoorDash me something to eat. Oh man, I'm still trying to figure out who we are, what we're going to be. But while I'm still figuring that out, send me some Starbucks. That's what modern women are doing. Full-blown wasting men's time. And I can see if you wasting Chad or Tyrone's time. Cause that's the game. You know, you don't want to ever waste anybody's time, but they wasting your time, you waste theirs. But modern women are screwing over the good guys. They're screwing over men that are actually trying to do right by them. And you're going to want to sit up here and ask, how come a man won't give me the time of day?
You let an unprepared, unready, narcissistic, toxic man convince you that the bare minimum requirements that you had for a relationship was unreasonable and that you needed to lower your standards from the bare minimum things that people should bring to the relationship. Of course he should have a job. Of course his anger should be together. Of course he should be able to keep his in his pants. But this man convinced you that in order for you to get your husband, that you have to endure the pain of him growing to eventually reach the bare minimum. Stop volunteering for this struggle, love, man. I don't understand why we are romanticizing this struggle as if going through this struggle and this bullshit makes the relationship more worth it. No, the fuck it don't. No, it lowers your expectations. When you are with a woman or a man that gives you bare minimum, they take you through the ringer, they hot and cold in you, they breadcrumbing you. Soon as the nigga act right for a week or two, you like, oh shit, yes. This is what I've been waiting for. That should be the regular basis.
What's your biggest fear?
Relationships.
I'm single, like, what can I do about that?
You're asking me?
My boyfriend John and I are going to have a romantic dinner.
Would you like a third wheel?
I'd love to offer some advice.
Do you think I need it?
I would tell everybody to be relatable, available, and dateable.
Okay, well, I have to go then. I love love in the air, and I'll be on Tinder tonight, so I can find it. Well, it was a great date. She's still hasn't called yet, but we'll see.
Carlos.
Phone rings, that's mine.
You know, what's funny is that modern women have so many tests. I heard about another test. It was like a Spotify test or something like that, to where I think it was something to the effect of like, play your Spotify list, play your Spotify playlist, and I will see if we align. Which, you know, okay. I mean, there's plenty of people that don't have the same music tastes per se. You know, there's a lot of music artists that I've never even heard of that my wife likes. I'm like, who is that? That's trash. It doesn't hinder us going together in our mission. At least I hope not. I would hope not. Maybe that's a conversation that we need to have. Modern women are doing that, and they're listening to artists that maybe they don't prefer or they don't like, and they're calling a man misogynistic because of it. Oh, you listen to this guy, misogynistic. Oh, you enjoy his music, misogynistic. Oh, you enjoy her music, patriarchy. She's a woman though. Yeah, but you know, she has patriarchal ideas. She has misogynistic ideas. So you listen to her, you're misogynistic because you associate with her. But what about all the TV shows that you watch that are full of misandry? It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. I'm a good person.
Men are not people. They actually, from a genetic standpoint, XY chromosome. A Y chromosome is an incomplete X chromosome. It's the reason why men are born with nipples, because we all start as a female template. I believe that we should do more of our medical research on women's brains and women's bodies, because that should be the standard. And how men have just been able to make it seem like society is full of these animalistic creatures that women need to cater to. you. I'm done with it.
Who dumped you, honey? Ooh, somebody got dumped or something, right? I mean, you don't have like this rage-filled psychotic episode unless something happened, right? And we all know as women that, you know, if a relationship goes, I felt like maybe someone cheated on something, went down, and mama got hurt and mama got mad.
This is a shout out to all the hardworking men who wake up every single morning, no matter how they're feeling, no matter if they're mad, sad, stressed, weak, tired. They wake up every day, get the job done, get the results, because that's what matters for a man. Okay? It's hard for a man. It is a hard world for a man. And for them to wake up every day and still do it, y'all don't get enough credit. Y'all do not get enough credit. For you to wake up every day and to constantly be working, constantly be proving yourself as a man, to constantly be challenged by other men, by other prideful men, and then prideful women on top of that, masculine women.
A lot of these modern women don't know when to be quiet. They don't know when to stop. Just stop talking. They don't know when to shut up. They'll say silly stuff like, well, I don't need a man. I can do it all by myself. And not only have they started saying it, they've started showing men, oh, we actually don't need you. Look at me move this mattress that I got from Casper. It's all rolled up. I was able to push it up the stairs, twist and turn and do all of it, which is fantastic. You're going to need those skills, but you really don't need to broadcast or have a man catch a stray. You really don't even know that. You really don't even need to do that. You can just say, man, look what I've done. Or you can make it as part of your vlog. Oh, I'm just, moving and I got a new mattress. Look, girl, Lisa, I love it, this and that. And instead of just doing that, you bring a man into it and say, oh, well, I really don't need a man. Look what I've done. I've moved my own mattress. I've set up my own bed. Great. That's what they make it for. There's going to come a time in a day where you get tired, where you get exhausted. And guess who you're going to come crying to? The internet. I want a man. Man, I'm just, it's not that I can't do it. You want a man to do it. We got it. We already know the line. We already know the plot. Plot twist, there's no plot twist. You already told us which twist and turn to watch out for. And men,
45% of men aged 16 to 25 today have never approached a woman in public. Where's that coming from?
We're more and more living in a contactless world. You don't have to leave your house to work, to shop, to eat, to exercise, contactless. This removing of the friction is, to me, of desire. You basically started this whole process of meeting girls, or boys meeting boys, girls meeting girls, in your teens. So 15, 16, you were practicing. You were falling in love, you had crushes, you dealt with rejection, you rejected others. Gen Z today start their first experiences around 24, 26.
Wow.
So the whole thing is delayed by 10 years.
Yeah.
But when you meet at 24 or 25 for the first time, you often meet with the lack of experience of the 15-year-old.
When girls post on the internet stuff like, oh, if I was a guy, I'd all these, I'd be like the frat president. It's just so out of touch. And the reality that they'd face of being a guy in the equivalent looks level, it would brutalize them. And they would be posting on incel forums within the week. I'll tell you the truth.
Who do you think has more opportunities, you or a girl that's a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10?
A girl that's a 9 out of 10, a million times over.
Like opportunities, not even just in getting laid, like dating, money, anything.
Yeah, dating, money, all that stuff. She could go and be with a Saudi Arabian prince and money mog me to death, status mog me to death in a day, right?
And you see a lot of these modern women are spending years, even from a young age, they're spending years talking about, well, I don't need a man, I'm independent, I'm strong, I can do everything on my own, which is fantastic. Do you. Cool, right? Fantastic. But men are listening to what you're saying. Men are hearing this stuff that you're talking about. And so where a man would volunteer to help you out, he stopped doing that because you said, I don't need a man. And not only, it'd be one thing if somebody came up to you and on an individual basis, you said, oh no, I'm cool. I don't need any help. Thank you though. And he keeps on going on about his way, right? But modern women are doing this on a grand scale. They're getting on social media and they're saying to all the men, before I get out and I change my tire, just PSA, I don't need your help. Hey, before you come over here trying to help me with my furniture or my groceries, PSA, I don't need your help. And the man says, okay, since she put out a PSA, there's no reason for me to even go over there. Well, y'all don't even check anymore, right? Because you put out a PSA. So the PSA is law. And I don't go out there anymore because that's what you said, right? And now you're complaining about where are all the providers at? Where are all the protectors? Well, you're telling men you don't need them. The men heard you. Men are listening to you. What in the world did you expect a man to do?
Sometimes men will say, I just want to be appreciated, but what they really mean is,
well, thank goodness we have a woman around to tell us what men really mean when they say things.
I want to be rewarded with your body because they feel entitled to your body.
Really? Is that what men really mean when they say they want to be appreciated? Because it couldn't possibly occur to some women that men actually want the following.
Not because they want to be seen, loved, heard, acknowledged, but because they want to be rewarded to the thing that they are entitled to, your body.
Maybe, just maybe, some of these women should start dating a better class of man, because it all sounds like they're dating the same type, the ones that they're complaining about, because good men don't feel entitled to another person's body.
It is not your job as a woman to make household chores more fun for men or to incentivize him to do the things he's supposed to be doing.
Indeed. However, words like thank you go a long way.
Who is incentivizing you? Who is writing your chore chart? A man will say, I am a visual creature. That's why I was staring at her butt. And then he'll say, I didn't notice the dishes needed to be done. You should have told me.
I'm absolutely convinced that some of these women are getting all of their men from the same place, the bottom of the barrel.
Let me clarify for those that don't understand. If he says he wants to see you and says he'll let you know, not interested. If he likes your story and likes all your posts and sees your stuff, but doesn't ask you to hang out, not interested. Not interested at all. If he's in a long distance situationship with you and doesn't come to see you, not interested. If he takes you out and doesn't call you back within a week, not interested. If he FaceTimes you every night and calls you every night but doesn't see you, not interested. If he's always just a little too busy and doesn't have the time, not interested. He takes you out on a nice dinner and it takes him a week and said, hey, he's sorry he's been busy, he just got back to, he ain't interested. Not interested, all right, girl? I'm gonna tell you right now, unless the only way he shows interest is number one, if he asks you out. I don't care what remote thing he's doing, I don't care what kind of long distance situationship you're in, I don't give a about any of that. And number two, he commits to you. Those are the only two things. Like I've said in my last video, there's only two ways you're gonna know if he's interested. Is he asking you out and is he committing to you? Doesn't matter. I don't care how many times he FaceTimes you. I don't care how many times he likes your story. I don't care about how much he says he likes your mom and he wants you to meet his family. I don't give a about any of it. Unless he asks you out.
And the one thing that modern women will continue to do is talk themselves out of help. They'll continue to talk themselves out of assistance. And they'll continue to let their pride and their ego get them in trouble. I don't need no man. I don't want you to take the lead. Get out of my way. I can do it. Or I don't need no man. I don't need you to provide. I can do this, and this. And when a man step back and say, oh, you got it, because that's a man's nature, is a step back. If you told me you got it, that's what I would do with my friends. I'm trying to help you out unless I see you falling over. Then I'm not going to help. Okay, he said he got it. That's a boundary that men don't cross. Not a lot of times. If he say he got it, he got it. I don't think he does, but if he says he got it, he got it. Unless he don't, I can clearly see he don't got it. Modern women are the world's best at continuing to show face, to put on a front. And a man said, I wouldn't have it at this point in time. I think she needs help. But she told me not to help. She told me to leave her alone. I can't really tell if she needs help or not. And even when you can see that that woman clearly needs help, once again, there's been some weird stuff going on with these modern women to where you go and try to help them and they turn on you. So everything that I would have done naturally as a man, I'm second guessing myself because you twisted and turned everything with your bad behavior.
I will see countless videos of women talking about how they don't want to do labor for men. They don't want to do the emotional labor. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. They're sick of men's expectations. But then on another hand, we see videos of women complaining that she didn't get the seat on the bus, that he didn't stand up, that he didn't open the door for her, that he didn't do this, that he didn't do that. So it's okay to expect labor and effort from men that you don't even know, that you've never talked to before, demanding he take you out on a nice fancy date that's expensive when he doesn't even know you. But also, it's okay to make videos hating on all men, and it's never all men. It's okay to make those types of videos. Also, you can expect those same men to do things for you when you don't even know them. Yeah, okay. Why is it okay to expect things from men, but men can't expect anything from women? What I find funny is I'm often out in public and I'll have random men do nice things for me. They do not owe me that. They are not obligated to do any of those things for me. I appreciate them. I tell them thank you, and I genuinely mean it. No one is required to do those things for you.
If a man has decided to pull back, here are your best options, okay? All of them will bruise his ego. None of them will have you lose your worth. And here's how you're gonna do it. Number 1, mirror him. Also pull back. Less text messages, less calls. If he does none of those things, you do none of those things. Catch my drift? Silence is golden. Zip it. 2, learn to say no. I've talked about this in a past video, but saying no to someone is the fastest way to find out if they really like you, okay? Because people always want to hear yes. When you say no, if he sticks around, you will see if he really likes you or not. 3, set strict boundaries, okay? Do not budge on these, okay? Do not budge. A lot of men will see how far they can take it, and if you're serious about your boundaries, okay, and they do respect women who are serious about them and stand on business, okay, don't budge. And if he crosses those boundaries, you leave, okay? That's it, point blank. I'm telling you from personal experience, I have let people cross my boundaries and let things slide far more times than I'm willing to admit, okay? But I will tell you this one thing for certain. They always do it again, and usually it's even worse. Leave the first time. Hope these help. I love you.
You know, men have to start, the thing about what's going on today in the world, because we see a lot of modern women talking a lot of trash, right? So at some point in time, a man has to draw a hard line. Bars. He's got to draw a hard line. He's got to say, listen, because a lot of these modern women continue to try to see how far they can push a man. So at some point in time, you got to draw a hard line and say, you're not doing that. You're not going to be doing that. Come on now. Why are you acting like that? Right? And, depending on your attitude, depending on your temperament, you might get a little bit beside yourself. You don't really want to be all in their face, right? But ladies, you have to understand that the way that you talk to men, the way that you talk to people in general, because it could be a woman that you talk to sideways and she will be all, who are you talking to? And she'll be all in your face. And a lot of these modern women think that they can fight, think that they can, they'd be ready to swing on somebody. Yeah, maybe, but that person that you're talking to sideways might be ready to swing on you too. And they might be able to knock you out. So respect. If they don't have respect for you, then you need to start having a little bit more respect for yourself. Saying, listen, I understand that, you might be upset, what's going on. And whatever I did to you, I apologize. Or what, I don't even know what I did. But, this type of stuff, like you talking to me sideways like I'm your child, that's got to stop. And that's what a lot of modern women think that they can do nowadays.
If you're confused why people aren't finding that elevator video funny, that woman just went through what's most women's worst nightmare. Being trapped in a room with a bunch of men you don't know and no surveillance footage. She did the right thing. She did what I would have done, which is have your guard up, tell people to back away from you. Like, that is literally everything that you should do as a woman if you are scared in that situation. And if you're wondering, like, oh, it was funny, like, they were laughing at her, like, it was not that big of a deal, like, she was being too serious. She doesn't know any of those men, and frankly, their parents failed them. Their mothers failed them, because as a boy mom, you should be educating your sons on what most men would do in that situation and why you need to make a woman feel comfortable if they were in that situation. So...
This woman makes the woman in the elevator seem like such a victim until you actually see the real video of what happened, which I'm about to show you guys. I dug it up.
Yes. It's not. Nobody's laughing. You guys are laughing over something in the elevator. So just shut up so I can fix this, okay? Like, I don't know any of you guys, and you guys are so immature. And you guys are fat because you can't walk down the stairs, obviously. Yeah. Right? So just shut up and let me fix this, okay? Like, laugh all you want, but we're stuck in an elevator. So...
First of all, the most obvious thing is that those are not men. Those are boys. And for so many of them in the elevator, they are giving that girl the most space. They are like touching the walls of the elevator. They aren't moving. They are not crowding her. They're not approaching her. They're not being aggressive at all. They're literally just listening to her have a panic attack and they're giggling about it. Because again, they're boys. They're not men. So yeah, she's having a panic attack, but let's understand that somebody can have a panic attack and it's not anybody else's fault. So for the first woman that I showed you with the poofy hair saying that this is just another example of whatever point she was trying to make, sorry, this clearly did not fit your narrative.
3 reasons why men pull away when everything is going well. I interviewed 180 men who withdrew at moments of greatest intimacy. 87% followed these specific neurobiological patterns of the male brain. It's not fear of commitment or disinterest. These are male neurological responses that women often misinterpret as rejection. Reason 1, need for solitary processing. The male brain processes intense emotions by temporarily withdrawing. It's not escape. It's how the male nervous system integrates intimacy. Reason 2, instinct to maintain separate identity. The closer he gets, the more he feels the need to reaffirm his individuality. It's not selfishness. It's a biological balance between connection and autonomy. Reason 3, unconscious fear of disappointing, growing expectations. Intimacy increases the pressure of emotional performance. It's not inability. It's preventive protection from failure. The solution? When a man pulls away after moments of closeness, don't chase him with more connection. It worsens the situation. Instead, give him space without drama. Maintain your independent life. And when he returns, welcome him without reprimanding him for the withdrawal. This counterintuitive approach often makes him return with greater emotional openness, having processed his feelings in his natural way. Would you like to gain clarity on your relationship and receive practical tools to improve it? Read my new book. You can find the link in bio.
She the type of girl that'll have like dudes at home crying. She's sexy, but she really, what's the word for it? Sensuous. I don't know. She's a very rare individual.
Yeah, super rare.
I would say you guys make a cute couple. No?
Yeah, a lot of people would say that.
You never know, man.
Nah, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
You never know. I didn't notice about her, but like she's just like me. Like
Rihanna.
I'll pass on that.
Pass, it'll be easy.
I'll pass on that, right?
Okay.
Nah, just cause she the homie, I gotta explain. Cause she's cute, you know what I'm saying? She the homie.
The girl, the pretty big forehead.
I love girls with big foreheads and gaps in their mouths.
How does it feel?
It feels great. I feel amazing.
What are you most excited about becoming a daddy?
Becoming a daddy. I just never seen it. You're so beautiful, pregnant. Hold on, I gotta say that.
Garcia.
It's Rihanna, and I'm going face to face with ASAP Rocky.
What's up, Riri?
What's up, Rocky? What are you enjoying about this journey with Riri right now?
Everything about it.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Taking care of a girl?
Absolutely.
How many more? I mean, how big is this family gonna get?
We're gonna be like the Wayne's family, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, love is beautiful and it's just spreading it, you know?
Is that the girl you've been waiting for?
It is, man. It is. Right here. You know what I'm saying? Right here.
The reason why a lot of black men are leaving black women is because of their mouths. I do believe that we in most cases, those guys that usually do it, they are raised by black mothers. And I do believe that the black women that helped them was the black mothers who will be rewarded for doing that. But I do believe that the reason why a lot of black men are leaving black women is because of their mouths. I do believe that a lot of black women are very disrespectful. I do believe that black women talk crazy to their men, and a lot of them are not fighting the man that they're having in their house. They're fighting the father that wasn't there for them.
Truth is, you're an independent but you still crave softness. And don't let anybody make you feel weird about that. People see you being strong all the time and assume that you don't need gentleness. But that's exactly why you do. Because when you're the one holding everything together, being treated softly hits different. It feels like someone finally sees the weight that you've been carrying without you having to explain anything. So let's be honest. Your strength didn't come from luxury. It came from survival. You learned how to stand on your own because life forced you to. So yes, you appreciate someone who speaks to you kindly, who doesn't make you brace yourself, who doesn't mistake your independence for you don't need anything. If you're the strong one, you deserve softness too. Not pity, not fixing, just someone who knows how to hold you without you making you feel like you're weak. That's the truth. Even the toughest people deserve a place where they don't have to be tough.
Healed men are hunters and chasers. Healed spiritual men who are deeply rooted in their masculine are nurturers. If you look at father and how he treats his daughter, he's not chasing. Nobody's chasing. But that's how a man should be when he likes a woman, when he's healed. If there's a game of chasing, I have to act hard to get, he gets me, then he acts hard to get, then I get him. Then every time I want to be nice, I don't text. It's like too much. It's too much for my head. I cannot do these games. And as I said, imagine I like him and I'm not calling him or texting him because I'm waiting for him to do it. And Sarah dies the next day. What's my last memory with him? I didn't do it, and my last day with him, I didn't do anything because I wanted him to chase. I'm not waiting for a man to choose me, I'm choosing him.
Every time a man says he's not ready for commitment, not ready for something serious, not ready for marriage, he's telling you, oh yeah, I don't want any accountability. I don't want to have to step up as a man for you, but I want to use you as a pleasure object and someone to dump my emotional problems on. This is your reminder that for all of human history, men did not get to enjoy the benefits of a woman physically, emotionally, spiritually, unless they were ready. There was no, oh, I'm not ready for commitment or marriage. I'm not ready to protect or provide or do anything as a man for you, but I want to use your body and have you emotionally build me up. That's insane. Half the time, a man had to prove he could protect and provide before he got anything from a woman. Since the beginning of time, accountability and commitment have been tied to men getting to enjoy anything from a woman. Not them being unable to commit, but fully able to use you for what they need. No, there is no man on the planet who's worthy of you as a woman without putting the work in to earn you and committing to you, and you need to know it.
You know what's funny is a lot of these modern women will sit up here and say, you know, whatever that taxi cab theory I think it is, where a man, when he's ready to be in a relationship, he'll basically get into a relationship with the first woman and he really doesn't like her, and it's really only convenience. That's funny because you literally have women out here like Shira 7 and a lot of these different female dating coaches that are teaching you, find this type of man. Your life doesn't need to be hard. Your life needs to be convenient. Your life needs to be easy. He needs to be working to try to make your life easy. But we never truly hear, how is the man's life easier? How am I making the man's life easier? We have to hear it from him. There's one woman on the internet, I can see her face right now. Hair color, I just don't know the channel of her name. And he's even been on her channel talking crazy, well, not crazy, but it just kind of sounds out of touch, where I get this, I get that, I get this, I get that. If she's saying, okay, I'm willing to start a family, but I can't work while I'm starting a family, and he says, I can do that. Okay, well, I think we want to raise our kids outside of the public school system, so I'll be the one to kind of stay home and get the curriculum together and talk to some friends and stuff like that. Now, there are perks to staying at home, being a stay-at-home mom. I get to have those. And there are perks to you being, working outside the home as the dad and the father, and you get to have those. What's happening is that modern women, they want the convenience. They want the respect. They want the admiration. They want all of the pros and none of the cons. And they want the man to have all of the cons and just maybe one or two pros, right? So I need you to come home and now you're the primary on taking care of the kids, right? As soon as you come home from an 8, 12, 14-hour day, now you're on dad duty for the rest of the night, and I'm going to go do whatever I'm going to go do because you get a break, you get this, you do that. And the man's like, no, I don't get any of that. Number one. Number two, that little 30-minute to an hour break that I get, I need all of that because some of these men are working hard, laborious jobs. But modern women get to the point to where it's just not working for me. My job is way harder than yours is. I need to be a little bit more relaxed. I need to be a little bit more in my feminine, which basically means I need you to allow me to basically put in less work. I need a nanny. I need a cook. Anything to make my life easier while you continue to go out there and slave away and work hard. It's not fair.